Hi guys, Mike back again with part 3 of HMS Victory. My deliveries are getting more on the ball now. It came yesterday, so it's getting earlier in the month now. So I think my order's been established, and all my moaning about not getting my stuff on time or in a timely manner, I thought it is kind of unfounded now. So anyway, we've got 4 more issues to show you. So to start off with. We still haven't got issue 6, unfortunately, due to popularity of this series. Still issue 6 is out of stock, so that's a bit of a pain. But and like I said before, that's the launch, so I can't do anything about the launch until clearly I get issue 6. So hopefully next month. But there we go. Forgot to show you the free gift I had with my second delivery, which is a kind of natty magnifying glass clip holder little tray. It's metal. It's quite nice. It's all right actually. It's quite good for keeping little bits in when you're working and sort of pulling them out with tweezers and clipping stuff up and using the magnifying glass to get a better view, because some of the components are really small. So that was a free gift. I think it's about a fiver's worth in a shop. 5 to 7 quid I think they are. So anyway, good to have. And in this next issue, got my toolkit. So in the toolkit, it's all right. It's an aluminium case. The contents are pretty cheap and nasty, but you know, it's well, I say free. It's included in the subscription. So you get some needle nose pliers, pretty basic. You get a couple of files and a knife, and you get a collet and a drill bit and an extra blade. A blade for what, you might ask? So that's everything on that side. Then you get some tweezers, some little tweezers, Archimedes drill, and then some clippers, and this is quite cool, pin pusher. So when you get your pins, you kind of set your pins up in here, and then you push them in so you can set your pins up, and then you and this is the plank bender. So that's the you get a spare blade for this. So I might end up getting an electric plank bender at some point, but you kind of cut the bits of plank. You just score them slightly, so you can then bend a bit of plank. So the trick is to just sort of score it very lightly. But I mean, it's a useful tool, and again, it's about 7, 8, 9 quid. This, if you bought it separately. So I mean, it's okay. You know. So that's the toolkit. So that's another free gift, and then we've got 4 issues basically. So what have we got? We've got issues 8, 9, 10, 11, I think. 8, 9, yep. 8, 9, 10 and 11. So, and again, I've been through these magazines in a previous vid, but I'll just show you the bits you get. So in issue 8, you get, what do you get in issue 8? Issue 8 is more ribs, so 2 lots of ribs, so that's about 5 minutes job there. In issue 9, you get bits. It's taunting me. Bits for the launch. So these are the planks of wood you use for the launch. Some twine. There's an anchor. There's the anchor there. And oars. And some meshing there. Some really fine components. So I'm just going to keep these in the bag basically, because I haven't got my body of my launch. So these are no good for me at the moment, so can't do anything with those. So that's issue 9. Issue 10 is quite an exciting bit of parts. It's the rest of the false keel and some joining strips. So that's issue 10. Again, 5-10 minutes job there to connect this bit of false keel to the rest of it. And then in issue 11, more ribs. So again, so these are my bits that I can physically do something with this month, and it's probably about half an hour's worth of work, I suppose. But the good thing about having the false keel is that I can clamp it up properly. I can make sure that this keel is completely straight and get it set in its jig, and then start getting ready to build it properly. So as always, I'll take some, once I've done it all, I'm going to take some stills and put them on afterwards and do a voiceover. And so that's it for now. I will catch you on the next one. Cheers, guys. Okay, guys, these are the parts that we had with the deliveries. So this is the bag of stuff for the launch. You can see all the strips of wood in there that will be used to plank the launch, and there's an anchor in there. There's 4 oars, some twine, and some grate type sections to build up the boat. So again, can't really do much with those until we get issue 6. Then we've got our stack of ribs. Those of you who watched the previous vids will know that the ship is built on a false keel, and then you have these ribs going along the entire section of the false keel, and then you plank along the sides of the ribs basically. So that's the stack of ribs so far. I've also changed my jig. I read somewhere that the pine shelf that I was using might well warp over time, which is clear really. So I had a bit of 18mm ply knocking about, so I tidied it up a bit, and I'm using that. And you'll also notice that the white blocks on the back there, that they're a true 90-degree angle, so I can make sure that the ship is straight and true. So as you can see there, the false keel is finished now. That's the length of the false keel, and all of those slots there will accept all the ribs as we carry on with the build. And there we are so far. So false keel's done, the jig is remade, and all of those ribs are slotted in basically. Not glued yet. You have to wait until you get all of the ribs and the start of the decking, the first layer of decking, so you can ensure that the decks are straight and true, and that your entire boat isn't warped. And that's just a different view there of the boat coming on so far. So all relatively simple so far. The learning curve is quite shallow, I suppose, at the moment, so I'm sure it'll get harder. So that's it for now, and I will catch you on the next one. Cheers, guys.